Hello and welcome to your assembly for this week. My name is Mrs. Lee and I'm going to be launching with you your Careers Assembly this week because it is Careers Week at Stockland Green School. Careers Week was originally planned to be towards the end of the academic year, but we felt in light of the current situation it would be really valuable for you to have this time to find out about lots of different careers, to engage with different employers, to learn about opportunities that are available to you not just this week but also in the coming weeks and throughout the rest of the academic year and in your future years at Stockland Green School. Everything that I'm going to share with you links to our rights respecting articles, which you can see at the bottom there. So we have Article 17, access to information from the media, Article 28, right to education, and Article 29, the goals of education. So in terms of your careers education, you might be wondering why it's so important. You've got an image on your screen in front of you and it's the word careers and it's surrounded by lots of different doors. And that's a really fantastic representation of what an education can help you to achieve, not just in terms of your grades, but also in terms of your skills and you as an individual person, your character, and how that's going to open doors to lots of different opportunities in your future. Your careers education is really important because it helps you link the learning that you do in your classroom or remotely at home to the real world. It helps to give you information about different careers as technology advances and the world around us changes. There are so many different options, so many different careers available to you that you might not be aware of. So hopefully we'll be able to share lots of information with you this week and again into the future in terms of exactly the type of careers that are out there for you. It's also hopefully going to challenge some of those gender stereotypes. We already do that in school really well in some cases. We know that our STEM careers are often sometimes seen to be quite male dominated, and actually we've got a big drive in our country and also across the world to have more girls and more women coming into those STEM subjects. It's going to help you learn key skills for life and the world of work. It's really important to have lots of knowledge. Nobody can argue that. But it's really important for you to be empowered so you can do something really meaningful with that knowledge that you have of your different careers, your different subjects, your different topics and areas of interest, but so that you can then apply that within the world of work to help you to be even more successful. It's really important to explore different careers opportunities as well to help you recognise your strengths. You're going to have strengths and interests in different areas, and that's fantastic, but we want you to feel again empowered and knowledgeable as to what your strengths are so that you can really develop those further, but you can also turn some of those areas of development into strengths as well. And we want to raise your aspirations. We want you to think big, dream big, and to support you long term in achieving those aspirations by looking at those small steps, the things that you can do now to open those doors to bring you closer to that dream career that you might have. And if you don't have a dream career, that's okay. We don't always know exactly what we want to do, but hopefully, if we can provide you with lots of information and lots of experiences within the world of careers, that's going to help you establish an aspiration that you can work towards. So something that I would like to share with you is something called the 8 Gatsby Benchmarks. And the 8 Gatsby Benchmarks are guidelines that define the best careers provision in secondary schools. And that's really important because we want to give you the best careers provision to give you the best opportunity in life. So guideline number 1, or Gatsby benchmark number 1, is about a stable careers programme. Something that I'm going to share with you today is not only what's going to be on offer this week, but to give you a little bit of a taster as to what the provision is going to be for the rest of this academic year and also into next year as well. Gatsby benchmark number 2 is learning from career and labour market information, and that's going to be really important. That means looking at your local community, actually what are the options available to you, what industry is taking place around you that you may want to explore and find out more about. Gatsby benchmark number 3 is addressing the needs of the pupil. Throughout this week, and again as time goes on, we want to make sure that these opportunities are personal to you. So we're looking at your interests, your strengths, your areas of development, and we're making sure that you are achieving what you want to achieve within your careers provision. And that means your student voice is going to be really, really important along the way. Gatsby benchmark number 4 is linking curriculum learning to careers. So as we move on throughout this week and again into next year, there's going to be lots of different career links that are being made in your lessons by your class teachers, so that you can really have a great understanding of exactly how a topic that you might be studying or learning about links to potential careers, and how you might one day be using that information in the real world. Gatsby benchmark number 5, encounters with employees and employers. Now that's going to be a big one for this week. We're going to be giving you opportunities to have those encounters, to ask questions, to learn more from people who are working within different industries. But we're also going to be giving you the opportunity this week and later on to talk with employees. And what's most important in relation to that, some of the employees you're going to be meeting and being able to find out about are ex-students that come from Stockland Green School. So you can see exactly the path that they have taken from being at Stockland Green School into university and into future careers. Gatsby benchmark number 6, experiences of workplaces. Well, we know that by the time you get to year 10, or if you're in year 10 listening to this now, you'd ideally be going on a work experience placement. We also know in relation to that the current climate isn't necessarily going to allow for that in the traditional sense. So you may not be able to physically go to a place of work, but we can, using the wonder that is media and technology, we can take you there in different ways. So we're still going to give you that insight into different experiences of different workplaces. And number 7, encounters with further and higher education. What that means is developing your knowledge of colleges, apprenticeships, work experience placements, universities, the world of work, and actually giving you that information as to what comes next. So you work through your time at Stockland Green School, you have your GCSEs when you're in year 11, but actually, what does life look like after that? How is your education going to continue and bring you that next step towards that career aspiration? And finally, number 8, that personal guidance. We'll be sharing with you this week a regular opportunity for you to have that one-to-one guidance. So you have the opportunity to ask questions and to find out on a very personal level actually what your strengths are, what your areas of development are, what your interests are, and what's going to be the right pathway for you as an individual to achieve your career. So coming back to the opportunities we have for you this week as part of our Careers Week, we are working with the Oak National Academy, who you may have already heard of, and if you are Key Stage 3 or 4, you're likely to have received or had some lessons through Oak National Academy. They are putting on a week this week called My Week of Work, and their programme of daily activities is really going to support our Careers Week at Stockland Green School also. So the activities that I'm going to share with you are suitable for students from year 7 right through to year 11. And this is what the programme looks like over the course of this week. So on Monday, you've got a general introduction, followed by the opportunity to investigate different sectors within different industries. and an insight into the world of work and what it's really like. The Tuesday, you've got the opportunity to meet the team in terms of human resources and the job that they do, what work-life balance means, mental health and well-being in the world of work, and work skills and reflection. On Wednesday, you've got Meet the Team, but this time in relation to marketing. You've got innovation and creative thinking, marketing campaigns, and you as a brand. Actually, how can you sell yourself as an individual? On the Thursday, you're going to be looking at recruitment and HR recruitment. HR stands for human resources. You're going to be understanding entrepreneurship, which is going to be really interesting, and project planning. And then on the Friday, you've got Meet the Boss. Actually, what is it like to be in a position of leadership? What does it mean to be a leader? You've got CV creation, employability skills in everyday life, and a reflection of the week, which is going to be really, really fundamental. Whatever you've been able to interact with over the course of this week, it's going to be really important to think back so that you can then think forwards. So this information is going to be shared via text and email with parents and on our Stockland Green School Twitter and Instagram accounts on a daily basis. And within that communication, there will be a link. So you don't have to worry about finding all of this somewhere. The link is going to be provided. So all you have to do is click the link. What's going to be really important, though, is that you share your notes and your thoughts with your form tutors so that they can keep a log of the sessions you take part in. And there's a little red box that's popped up now, and it says Earn Your Certificate. It's very important that you record all of your career's opportunities, achievements, and aspirations. Send a picture of the notes you make from each session to your form tutor. So your form tutor is going to keep a log throughout the week of the sessions that you have been able to take part in. And that record of those opportunities is going to be really important because as you attend a session, you will earn a certificate for that session. Those certificates will be sent out to you digitally, and they will be printed in school so that when it's safe for us all to return and we're all back in school, you will have a bank of certificates that will go into an achievement folder, and that will travel with you throughout your time at Stockland Green School. So when you start to think about your next steps after your GCSEs, you've got something really concrete that's all about you. It's your achievements, your aspirations, and that will really support you to articulate and communicate the amazing experiences that you have had. There's a few more opportunities in store for you as well, particularly if you are years 9 to 11. This again is with Oak National Academy and their My Week of Work programme, and it's called Live Learn. And Live Learn is an interactive opportunity whereby you can take part live in sessions that they are providing. And this is the schedule. As you can see, it's from Tuesday to Friday, so there's nothing on the Monday, so it's those last 4 days of the week. And as you can see, there are timings there for each day and a heading. So actually, what is that session going to focus on? And again, this is suitable for students year 9 to 11. That's really important that you take note of that. The information again will be shared via text and email with your parents and on our Stockland Green School media sites. And again, it's a case of clicking the link that's provided. Okay, you are going to need to register for these, but the registration process is really, really simple. And that just means that you can be a part of that interactive session. And it might be that within those sessions, you have lots of questions that you want to ask. If that's you, you have the opportunity to do that. But you might think, well, I don't know what they're going to talk about, so I don't know what questions I might want to ask. And that's okay too. If you think, actually, I don't want to ask any questions, but I do want to listen to some of the answers and I do want to listen to the information, that's absolutely fine. So please make sure you get involved and you register and you take part in those live events. Again, don't forget to share your notes and your thoughts with your form tutors so that they can keep a log of the sessions that you take part in. And again, that little red box, that really, really important one, earn your certificate. Again, recording, collating those experiences, it builds a picture of your program that you've had here at school, but it also, most importantly, builds a picture of you as an individual person. Are you able to take responsibility? Are you able to talk about your strengths? Are you able to talk about your experiences and the knowledge that you have? And those certificates that you earn over time are really, really going to support you and empower you to do that in the future. So please make sure you get in touch with your form tutors, let them know what session you've taken part in, and send over a picture of your notes. So we talked a little bit earlier on when we were looking at our Gatsby benchmarks at the opportunity to have that one-to-one guidance. So this here in front of you is Miss Rasmin. She is our expert careers leader at Stockland Green School, and she is available every Thursday to support you with any questions you have relating to careers and post-16 education. If you want to make an appointment with her, all you need to do is email her at j.rasmin@stockgurn.beham.sch.uk. So please drop her an email and she will either be able to have that email chat conversation, or if you're happy, she'll be able to give you a ring and you can have that one-to-one support, advice and guidance. In terms of what the future at Stockland Green looks like then for Key Stage 3 in terms of careers, each day this week, each faculty is going to be sharing some subject-specific information. So that's going to be coming out to you via that social media platform each day this week. And you should have already received something called a personal careers development activity, and they are coming out to you once a fortnight. So the last one looked like this. So hopefully if you've had the opportunity to interact with that, it will look familiar to you. There are 5 different stages if you complete the full process, but actually one of them is an additional challenge. So actually there's 4 stages for the most part. It looks like a huge amount. Actually, they're relatively quick. Stage 1 is always a video in relation to a career, and that's been taken from BBC Bite Size in their career section. Stage 2 is an additional challenge where you can take a course to help you develop a skill that links to the career in focus. Step 3 is to keep a note of the date, title and courses that you take, or the videos that you watch, and what you've learned from them. Number 4 is testing your knowledge a little bit and encouraging you to dig a little bit deeper on BBC Bite Size and to find out the answers to some key questions in relation to that career. And then the final one, journal your aspirations. That word aspirations is really super important. So you've got some reflection questions, and if you complete those, you've got some bronze, silver, gold challenges there. So if you get the information to me, then I will be able to make sure that you have that certificate sent out to you digitally and waiting for you in our building in hard copy to add to your achievement folder. So please take note of those. They come out to you via your form tutors. Please do interact with them and get those notes sent in to me. But after this week, it's not all going to come to a grinding halt. There's going to be a huge amount of opportunities open to you. So lots more information that can come out to you, lots of videos, personal stories, ex-students, again, talking to you about their experience having left Stockland Green School. So our careers provision is always going to be there, although obviously at the moment it's in a very remote way. So our social media accounts, we're on Twitter at SGS Careers and we're on Instagram at SGS Careers. If you're not already, please follow us for all of that information. And when it's a lot safer for us to be in school, there'll be a wealth of other things that we'll share with you in time as well. So all that's left for me to say is get involved. You can't lose anything from getting involved. You can only gain. So please do get involved. And if you have any questions, all you need to do is email in to us and we'll be able to answer them for you. Have a great week. Enjoy Careers Week. Enjoy those opportunities and stay safe. Take care.